Hello, wonderful mentally lovers. Welcome back. Let's have a quick conversation. Let's see, 20-30 minutes. I hope we are able to round up this gist. That being said, let me quickly get right in to check our sound, and then we are going to have this conversation. 20-30 minutes, we are done. If you're watching the replay, please let us know what you think in the comment section. What is your thoughts concerning this? Yes, Regina Daniels, polygamy, and all of that. So let us talk. Okay, so sound is good. So sound is good. Let's get right into the conversation. So yes, recently, like we said, Regina Daniels has been doing some kind of or making some kind of moves that has actually got tongues wagging, and a whole lot of people are speculating. A whole lot is going on, and she too, she's not helping matters because she's been doing photo shoots and posting the type of soundtracks that she will use, the kind of uh, you know write-ups, and making sure she flashes her hands, showing that there is no ring, showing almost like giving the vibe that Ned, you're on your own. And Ned congratulating her for winning her I think it was the Sun's personality of the year, or Nollywood personality of the year. And he took to his Instagram, wished her said the congratulations and everything, and she never went there to say anything. So people are saying, what is it like what is this about? Is it like quit, like, are you done, are you out? And people are even asking questions. Some people went as far as saying, wait a minute, she is now among the politicians, the committee of politicians, some like something, Senate wives of something like that association. So what happens now if she's no longer there? Is she gonna be actually thrown out because she's holding a position in that group? So there's so many things that people are actually speculating. People are thought about flying of private jet, driving of sports cars, what's going to happen. But there's this elderly man that had so much to say. Hey, Faye, welcome, hey, Faye. How are you doing, sis? Welcome, Mingwa. How are you? So it's been a while, Ife. It's been a while, really. Happy New Month. That's true. I've not seen you this month. Happy New Month. So so this elderly man decided he was going to jump into the conversation and drop his own 2 cents. So if you're watching with us now, drop your own opinion. Let us know what you think about Regina Daniels, Ned Nwoko, and all what is going on right now. Do you think Regina Daniels is trying to tell us something, but her hands are tied? That's the reason why she really can come out to speak up, or you think her hands are really not tied, but she just doesn't want to talk about anything yet because probably there's going to be a reconciliation, and she just doesn't want to say anything. And being that he's a politician and whatnot, she wouldn't want him to trend this way. So there's a lot of excuses we can actually give, but we won't know until Regina Daniels speaks out. But this elderly man decided to come out and say a whole lot. So that's what we're going to be reacting to. We'll listen to what the elderly man had to say and let us know what you think. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree? All of that we're going to be analyzing. Quick 20-30 minutes, we are done and out of here. So if you're watching the replay, please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Turn on your notification if you've not done so. Pardon the noises in the background because my little one is here and she's going to be going up and down and coming to disturb me. Don't worry, by the time we get to we'll be able to get our this thing, what is it called, studio, where we'll be filming and no noise and everything. But for now, okay. uh if I said you don't say, so sorry, I've been quiet. As in, seriously, even yesterday when we were gisting, I said, because it's been about, but we came back a little bit with the hot gist, Justin starting all of that. And even I think the day before last week also, we dropped the gist. I never see you, don't they? Oh, good. So, how are your family? We're good. We're good. Family is good. How are you and how is yours? Hmm. So, what happened with them? You've not been catching up. You've not been catching up. You don't know what's up with Regina Daniels. Regina Daniels have just been posting some kind of, subliminal kind of messages that looks like there is something going on between she and Ned. Although Ned is kind of, acting like all is well. But when you see, first of all, what Regina Daniels did was deactivate her Instagram account for some days or for like a week or so or more. I wasn't counting the number of days, but she deactivated her Instagram account. And then when she came back, she had edited her Instagram name fully, removing her husband's name totally, from Regina Daniels Nwoko to now Regina Daniels something something, like a total different name. Then another thing you also noticed was the fact that going through her Instagram, she had removed photos of she and her husband. So it's just her photos, work photos, Nollywood movies and things, her acting, her influencing, all those kind of things that she does, her promoting her clothing brand and things like that. So these things actually caught people's attention. People were like, wait, first of all, you deactivated your account, you returned, and you returned with your name totally changed, his name nowhere to be found, your bio edited, and then I don't think there's nothing like wife really on her bio anymore. It's like my children, her work, and then children and things like that. Then her brother posted a video with her where he said that something along the lines of thank God that the monopoly of making money is not in one person's hand or something like that. That was really really kind of, people were like, wait a minute, are you shedding net or something? That's one. And then I'm quickly trying to run through this so we go into the elderly man and the expose and all of the things he had to say. Okay, so we react to that video. So I'm just quickly running through this. So then Regina Daniels now posted photos of herself, advertising her. She has a clothing brand, and on that, this in the choice of songs she used. You understand? I think she used this on last. Everybody go chop breakfast, shy. So it's almost like, wait, then don't serve you breakfast. What's up? Like, what's going on? And at the same time, you can see Ned's fifth wife. There's a people go say, he don't read, don't be smarting. Oh my, I think this man with the elderly man that is also going to give this analysis. I think he's also somewhere from there, Bendel. Let me put it that way. I'm not sure either he's Delta or Edo because he will be dropping. I think he's Delta. When we start listening, you will hear some kind of things he will be saying and saying they will say it is also language like so. Seriously, it don't read. So it was almost, and on those professional photos that Regina Daniels did post, you also notice that she didn't have her wedding ring and things like that. And then on the other hand, the fifth wife of Ned Nwoko, that's I think her name is Leila, right? Leila Chariani or something, the Moroccan wife. She posted a Ramadan wishing to her people, friends, and family. People that are celebrating Ramadan. This is Ramadan season, so she posted that she was standing in front of that red sports car. That's like one of Regina Daniels' favorite car among all the fleets of cars that their husband have. So she really loves that red sports car. So almost like people are like, wait a minute, Leila, you also trying to pass a message or something. So yeah, give me a second. So, people are like, wait, are you also trying to pass a message or something like that? So a lot has been going down. So let's get right into this. The man's analysis, and then let me know. Subscribe, please subscribe, share. If you're new here, welcome. This is Entertainment Daily with OK, and we cover celebrity gist. We do reaction videos. We also react to content creators gist and more just juicy gist. Everything that is juicy you will find here on this platform. So subscribe if you are new, share, invite those friends of yours that love gist to come and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let's get into the conversation. Please pardon all the noise you will hear in the background. I have my little one here and she's always very active. Okay, so you will be hearing that noise in the background. Please pardon me.
Charles Apoki. There's so much on social media concerning Regina
Okay, so the elderly man just introduced himself. He said his name is Mr. Charles Apoki. A lot of content creators, a lot of I don't know much about this person. I just came across this his content, and I think the content went a little bit gained a little bit of popularity because he was talking about Regina Daniels, and other people also reacted to it. So that's how I got to find out about this Charles Apoki. Okay, or should we go?
And her marriage. Usually, it is not, it does not concern us. But as an area grandfather, I want to give counsel to young girls.
If it says that's it's community, is it community? But the thing is, some people are even insinuating that it could be that because Chika Ike also announced her pregnancy and then things like that, and this whole drama. But I doubt, because when Ned was on that interview, Ned actually said it that he's not going to stop at sixth wife. So we're all expecting seventh, eighth, ninth to tenth and things like that. So I don't think that would be a shock to Regina Daniels, because he said it on an interview that everybody heard and everybody saw. So nobody knows exactly what happened, but knowing Ned and the way he moves, he's always someone that is always, he looks like somebody that gets upset easily. So who knows?
You see that thing behind me near the clock? Shines like gold, but it is not gold. It is not odd.
So this man wants to give advice, and he's just letting everybody know that because of this Regina Daniel situation and what he sees happening right now, that is causing everybody to speak on this whole situation. That's why he wants to use the opportunity to advise young girls. Remember, one of the things that got the whole of Nigeria and people beyond that watches Nollywood movies, that knows Regina Daniels, to start talking was the fact that she was extremely young for the husband that she married. Like he was like a grandfather. He was like a grandpa to her, not even a father. So people were like, wait a minute, you went past father to grandpa, and that got people talking. And she was very young, and some people felt like she had not even experienced life or anything, and she was hooked to this old man that already had 5 wives. So I think that also pushed this Apoki man to use this opportunity and use Regina Daniels as a case study to say these things that he's saying right now. So let us know in the comment section what you think, even if you're watching the replay of the
Shines
stream.
like gold, but it is not gold. It is not all that glitters that is gold. It is gold plated, but it is not gold. There is no way you will package polygamy and turn it to gold. There's no way. And I would.
You know what? I love the fact that he said this thing. There is no way you will package polygamy and you would turn it to gold. The fact that people come out here and try to celebrate this whole thing and whatnot, it is just not making sense. People might try to glamorize the whole thing and make it look like, but it is a hot mess, and it's just a very selfish lifestyle where men thinking about themselves, and it is just like a clear case of narcissistic behavior, where men just think, oh, this is me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this one, I'm going to have this one, I'm going to have this one, and I'm going to have everything. At the end of the day, you're holding on to nothing. At the end of the day, there is chaos, confusion, and a lot of problems, battles, spiritual battles, and so much more, all because a man decided, I'm going to jump from A to B to C to D, and I cannot stay in one place. I really love that this man stressed it, that there is no way you're going to try to package polygamy that is going to be nice. So people that are rushing into it in this modern day, I look at them and I laugh, because at the end of the day, you will just buy before your time. That's just it. You will buy before your time, because there is no peace for the wicked. That's just what it is.
And I will explain as I go along. Money and luxury do not sustain marriage. If not, Bill and Melinda will not have divorced. Tiger Woods and his wife will not have divorced. Alakija and her husband will not have separated.
Jeff Bezos also.
There is no amount of money that will turn brass to gold. Brass is brass.
Gold is gold.
Is gold. A polygamous marriage is like brass. It cannot be compared to God's original plan.
Polygamy is just men being selfish.
Societies,
you know, that's just the truth.
Many of the very prominent Muslims.
The thing is, this man made a lot of valid points, okay? And no matter how you try to sugarcoat it, you see people saying, oh, but we're living peacefully, but this one, leave all those lie story. Fake, 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 fake. Wait, it go red one day. You just the thing say 2 minutes, you don't enter place. You did you like say you don't arrive. Wait, it go red. Time will tell.
Educated Muslims, many of them, I didn't say all of them, are monogamous. Even though the provision.
So he's giving an example.
Polygamy, to a large extent, involves a narcissistic approach.
The truth is, a reasonable man avoids a polygamy lifestyle because they know that that's not the way to go. There is just too much chaos. There's too much trouble for 5 minutes enjoyment, 5 minutes of digging yourself into different holes that you can find. The problem that comes is more than the enjoyment that you think you're going to get, that 5 minutes enjoyment. And also when you really look at it deeply, it's always people that have kind of issues in their lives, because to them it's a validation. It makes them look more important. They feel like, oh my God, I have this one here, I have that one here. That is almost like that's their identity, and without that, taking that away from them, there is nothing. That's why you can hear somebody like Ned saying, oh, I only marry virgins. You are you. In fact, let me just allow this man to keep talking.
To life.
Now, if you're just coming, you're welcome. Like the live stream, please.
Every other person, na instrument, na utensil.
Exactly. Two.
Na me be number one.
Very sick behavior.
Secondary. Polygamy does not put the emotions,
selfish and wickedness
of the female
into consideration. Thank you.
It is the self-idolatry.
This man just hit the nail on the head. He made so many valid points that I'm like, yo, let's come sit here and talk, because a whole lot of people like you, Ledoche, glorifying their bad behavior. And it's always people that behave bad that will try to justify. Oh, but this one did it. Oh, but the other one did it. And it is done here. And they look for all silly excuses to give for their bad behavior. But the truth is what this is also a man sitting down and spilling the truth from his own mouth.
Self-idolizing appetite of the man that is uppermost. Beautiful women, virgins, or whatever that the man wants. That is his narcissistic approach. While he is not a virgin, he is fairly used and maybe an old car, but he wants a brand new wife, virgin, unpolluted. I said during the Nedu podcast, when I said I was a 2-minute man, and that at my age, then I was 65, that I can't spend more than 2 minutes. I'm a 2-minute man. And that any man of my age bracket married to a young girl, that the two people are mutually exploiting each other. One exploiting for wealth, fame, comfort, and a future.
This is what a whole lot of people said when this Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko situation happened. People were like, wait, this is just a kind of trade by barter kind of situation where, she's just going to be there flexing, enjoying herself. And I don't know, going on. Where people felt like, okay, it's going to be, so much money because Ned is a senator, he's a millionaire, be a billionaire, has so much money, lots of fleets of cars, flying private jets, connections and ducks. connections here and there, just living the baby girl lifestyle, and she didn't mind that she was going to be the sixth wife because that Pepe rested, you know. But in terms of Ned is looking at, oh, this is a Nollywood actress, very famous, beautiful, gorgeous, this, that. So it's almost, yeah, it's almost like both of them got together in this marriage for selfish reasons. And nobody should be marrying for any selfish reasons. If you just know that the reason why you want to marry somebody is selfish reason, don't do it. Don't do it. Just remain single and continue dating, continue jumping up and down. That's just better than, you know, going in for the wrongest of the reasons, because it won't last. So no matter how you try to cover it, no matter how you try to hide it, the truth will come out because you never went in for the right reasons.
Children can have a glorious inheritance, and with the psychology that it is better to weep in a Bentley or Lamborghini than to weep
That's BS.
In a Volkswagen Beetle. So it's mutually exploitative. Now, monogamous marriages are difficult. If it was possible for me, I would marry half a wife.
Marriage generally is difficult. Then you make it even more complicated when you start involving other things and every other people all together and everything. You're just making your life more miserable.
And I told somebody that my wife should be paid husband support for taking care of me and for marrying me. You have child support. That is in developed societies, they pay women because of the children that they are catering for. They're supposed to pay my wife.
Well, the way he said it here is not actually the way it is, you know, but exactly, yes, he does. He sounds, you're right. You're right. He sounds very Niger Delta, a lot. And as he's talking, you will hear him at some point say certain things, and you know that yes, this is a Niger Delta person talking. You know, so talking about child support is not the money that is being paid for the woman, but it's actually for the kids. That's what it is. That's why it's called the child support. It's the fee for the children, yeah, upkeep and everything concerning the children. It's not necessary. It's just that a lot of people look at it that, oh, the woman is going to be enjoying the money. What at the end of the day, the child support is child support, not for not for the woman. It's for the children or the child.
Husband support money. And that's why
husband support
I always ask God to give me more than enough, so that when she asks for money, I have to give to her. I give her financial orgasm.
Hey wo.
Or like that policeman, financial organism. Now, one day I told her, let's go and eat peanut or groundnut and drink Coke at Mr. Smith's place. Help me, I help you at Ogbohill near Jera Hotel. I said, let's go for a break. We left the hospital. As we were going, I told her, you did try when you did.
His name is I think Charles Apoki.
They marry me. She said, you self did try to marry me. We agreed that we are not the best, but we are making the best out of where we found.
You know, this conversation that he said he had with his wife when they were going out to have some drink and just have a little bit of, you know, eating. It's very correct. You know, this is a man that is conscious of what marriage and everything should be about, or doing his best, you know. That's what I see here, because not everybody will really come out and say the truth. For him to say, he said to her, they tried to marry me, because marriage is never easy. But you just have some men acting like they are in the planet of their own, where it is all about them. I do what I want. I go where I want to go. I want to be. It's like they are not even in a union. They're by themselves.
We had agreed to go into.
The man is a very smart man.
Liabilities. Now multiply that by 6.
Imagine 6
in one house.
Fuji house of commotion.
So, for a young girl of 18 to enter a volleyball team, because it takes 6 people to play volleyball, a volleyball team that will comprise of 5 mature, experienced.
So for those that are just coming, if you're wondering what we're listening to, what we're reacting to is actually a Nigerian senator. For those that are not Nigerian, let me just explain it to the best of your knowledge. A Nigerian senator that got married to a Nollywood actress that was very young. I think in her early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know if she was 20 yet, but anyway, her real age, people were screaming when that marriage happened. And that was because she was his 6th wife, and he was old enough to be her grandfather, not just her father. I think he's older than her biological father, although she was raised by her mother, which is a very young woman that I think the man is also older than. So the man she got married to was older than her father, older than her mother. So people are like, why are you marrying ancestors? Why are you marrying a grandpa? Do you understand? So and not just that you're married as the first wife, as the 6th, number 6. And then on an interview, the senator was asked a lot of money. Trust me, he's a billionaire. He's rich. He's wealthy. A lot of money everywhere. Flying private jets, expensive cars, and they're living the life. But you mostly see 2 of the wives. Those are the 2 you see on social media. One from Morocco, and then the Nollywood actress. So she was even the baby girl, like, we were bothered about the age and the number. And he also said, when they said, is this like, on an interview, he was asked about his life, his polygamy lifestyle, and he said that he's not finished. That if anybody thinks that his 6th wife, which is the Nollywood actress, will be the last, that no, that if he decides, he can go for 7th, and the number continues. Do you understand? So, but now we see that wife is now, deactivated her account recently, removed his name, removed his photos, just left photos of herself, her work, mother, brother, kids, fellow actors. That's all you see on her page, and she's posting using kind of songs that are implying something. Just kind of strange behavior. Wedding ring not being worn anymore. So just so much signs that she's giving that it seems like there's trouble in paradise, but she has not, both of them, they've not, released official statements saying that they're no longer together. But she also won an award recently from, I think, Sun's newspaper, something like that, Personality of the Year, Nollywood Personality of the Year. And he posted it wishing her happy birthday. She did not come out to, sorry, I say happy birthday, congratulations. She did not go under that comment section to say, oh, Unyo Dogu. Yes, Odogu, to say thank you. No.
You come in as a sophomore to come and play. Know that you are heading for disaster. It is easy to know the meal that will satisfy you. People say, a Moroccan vocal.
No blast robo.
That is the meal that will satisfy you. You can gauge it with your eyes. 5 women before you.
Robo Wado. Isoko Wado. Shekri Wado. I know fish out. Our brother, they give us
in a
idioms.
Team, you don't hold on to the ball for
proverbs.
Maybe it reaches you, you pass it to your neighbor throws it across the net. If you hold on to the ball for too long,
I played with Daddy already.
You have committed foul play. Somebody.
Okay, so that's. I will wait for this ad to finish and we'll continue.
And held on to the ball for too long. I learned from being a guest preacher. That when pastors want to invite you, it's as if they have an erect.
You know, the way he talks, I'm believing he's I don't know, a public figure, some kind of public figure. I guess I'll check to see his content, because he also spoke about something about webinar and things like that. So I think he also creates content, but this is the first time I'm coming across his content. But his analysis is very, he gives some very good points and makes jokes and all of that. So I think I'm going to try to find and see if he talks about topics like this, or he just decided to teach with this particular topic because there is something to learn from this topic.
They are so excited to welcome Dr. Poki to come and speak. Immediately you go there, they will say, we want to take everything from you that you came with. If you are not wise, you will be there preaching and preaching and preaching and preaching. Then you start saying, as I said last week, as I said the last time I was here, after some time, they will throw you away. A grandfather has seen everything. And let me turn it around. A grandmother does not fear an erection.
You will fear idioms now. The man is talking in parables.
Very beautiful international women.
He's just trying to teach, and he from what I noticed, is just trying to make sure that the younger ones get to understand and see what Regina Daniels is going through or what is happening now. So when they want to make the same mistake, they will know. Because you see this crying in a band, please, if you're not cry, pay na pay. The way pepper you. If you like, therefore pretend say that you're Bentley in heaven. If you like, pretend that you have all the $1 billion everything. You not reach down. So last, the job better say you were there where you did. They contented with what you get, what you have, and just be happy. That's the most important thing. But it's not about it. They cry for Bentley or they cry for private jet.
After having you for a period of time, taking you around, there is no shakara you can do for him.
Now turn by turn. Oh shit!
Become like Australia. Everybody knows where it is, but nobody finds it easy to reach there prematurely. And you see, copulation is pleasurable friction. A man who is very busy, who is wealthy, can have orgasm from the other wives and from several other things. More especially when the volleyball team has many contestants, potential.
He gave a lot of examples with other,
that will play more than you, standing by the lines to come in. The next thing is that
if you're just coming, you're welcome, like the live stream.
You can't pretend to be asleep. You can't pretend to be asleep under observation. There is no way you display love on social media to convince people. The reality dawns with pressure and time, and then the pleasure evaporates.
The thing is, I feel like in Regina Daniels' case, she should already know. Oh, there is still Baba. So the there is still vegan. We'll get some heat. Sorry, my little one is here distracting. I think in the case of Regina Daniels already knew that it's going to be turn by turn. This period is going to flash her, the other time is going to flash the other, then they're going to flash the other. But then what I'm feeling like, could it be that because during election period she was the one that was running around for the election to make sure he wins his wins his election to get into Senate? So probably they had this agreement that, look, okay, because I'm a Nollywood actress and I'm going to try to bring my fans and people like that to vote for you, support you. And when you win, every time you're going on your political official assignment and whatnot, I'll be the one to follow you. But then after doing everything, helping him the way she could for him to win, because at the end of the day, I didn't see the Moroccan wife so much during that election period. She was the one. It was Regina Daniels that was campaigning, going up the same way that the other Nollywood actress was campaigning for her husband, Mercy Johnson. You know, she was the one at the forefront campaigning and doing all of this. But then, could it be that because this last official movement that he went, was it? I think it's actually two different official movement he went for. He went for something else, and you could see the Layla with him, not Regina Daniels. Then, when he now also went for this their sports something, I think they were kind of commissioning something about sports complex or something like that, he also went with Layla. So could it be that Regina felt like, wait a minute, didn't we have a verbal, even if it was not a written agreement? Because somebody like Ned no go write anything, that's in Coco head. It not go happen. Look like we'll get plenty conny for head. But could it be that he actually just did whatever his mind told him to do, and that actually came to her as a slap in the face? You know, remember how when they went for that senators meeting and whatnot, how small Regina was walking in. Even me, I was not asking. I say, hey, is this what money does to people? Small Regina was walking in. Old women were bowing down to greet. I said, now so now they behave. Now so now they behave. Now so, do you understand? So I'm like, could that be something that really pissed her off and made her to deactivate her account, change her name, ignore, and do all this tantrum? That's what I call it. This is just tantrum. By the time he will wire in some millions into her account, now you will see how she will be back home cruising in that red sports car.
For it. What happened in the house of old Leah will happen in the house of broiler.
You see the obsessito.
What made the man to leave 5 other women to come for you will also make him leave you and go for another person. Even if he doesn't go for another person, the disinterest will come. And the people who are there before you know him more than you. They know his taste and know his appetite. Particularly if they are equally beautiful, equally internationalized.
It's not. I don't even think it's about the beauty. But I feel like the thing is, he also had issues with the Moroccan wife because she had moved back to Morocco doing her thing. I think she even went ahead dating someone back in Morocco before they now settled, and then she came back and things like that. So it seemed like that's like that's how it is with Ned, where he's always fighting with his wives, and then later on they sorry, and then they oh, she go meet your vegan. So it could just be that this is like a normal thing, that sometimes he does things that they don't like and they get angry and they throw tantrum and things like that. So who knows? If you're just coming in, you are welcome. We're talking about the elderly man that decided to address Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels. Okay, so that's the conversation that we are having. Sorry, a little one is here distracting.
Woman does not marry television, does not marry cars, does not marry containers, does not marry money.
Yeah, the ones that wants to drive in Bentley, that's what they want, like the sports car, things like that.
And you will need companionship.
Then go share them. Then go take knife, take cut them into pieces. Voila, nonsense.
6 is a large crowd.
Really large crowd, though. It's almost like a village.
Step on each other's toes, and there will be a lot of shoving and screaming.
Absolutely.
And suffocation.
Absolutely.
And sometimes somebody can be trampled upon.
Exactly.
6 wives and 20-something children. It's a community.
Full community. 20-something kids.
Small picking.
I didn't even know they were that much.
Small picking. Small picking of the community leader.
Exactly. Like this man made a lot of sense. He made a lot of sense.
You know, the community leader. You just go there to say one be community leader. Marriage involves consecration.
Now another day, some men in their head.
Is omni everything, but he is a jealous God. Not to talk of human beings, 6 of them contesting for the affection, attention.
You see here, I don't even think that they're contesting for affection or attention of Ned. I feel like if Ned was not as wealthy as he was, Regina would not marry him. The same with the Leila, the Moroccan wife. This fifth and the only person that probably married Ned because of just Ned, not that he had money or had anything, was the first wife. Anything from second wife and onward, well, already you can see that there's a woman in the home and you're entering. That is that's not, you're not a good person. You know, it's just what it is. That person must have something that is attracting you. So I feel like they already knew. It's about getting in there, getting the money, starting their own business, and getting him to invest in whatever they want to do. And if they're very smart, they will be able to, in few years, make a whole lot. Yes, it might not be as much as he has, because politicians, they're always in the tea-free business where they're always siphoning funds of the country and using it for their personal use and things like that. And in this case of Ned, they've even accused him allegedly that in his community they gave him so many plots of land to, according to him, he requested that he wanted to build something that was going to bring tourists and things like that to their community development. No community development. They willingly gave him a lot of lands to use to do this thing that is going to, attract people from all around Nigeria and outside to come to their community to see. At the end of the day, they said whatever he built for himself, and there was nothing the community could do to him, allegedly. Okay. So at the end of the day, I feel like both Layla and this person, they knew from the second, third, fourth, fifth, fifth, sixth, they knew what they were actually
attention
doing. So it
and
was not
the
about that.
expenditure of one man. It won't. It's likely not to work. Very
Viene
likely.
paralo.
Marriage is consecration. The reason I don't do adultery is that God expects
I will.
the church to be faithful to Christ. So also, I expect myself to be faithful to my wife.
No, not men of these days.
I
Faithfulness
just
is far
detest
from them.
adultery. It's dirty. It's expensive.
Let's check if
It is betrayal.
It's really betrayal of the
So it
highest
is
level.
consecration, marriage, the God's prescription. And if you don't follow the manufacturer's manual, you will get into trouble. I have a Mercedes here. There are specifications. It has so many sensors. You just do one wrong thing, you are in trouble. I drove it through water. All the batteries are underneath. Everything. I spent up to $250,000
Just to
I
fix
don't know
it.
what I did recently. Brain box just packed up.
Oh boy.
And I spent hundreds of thousands of naira buying a brain box and repairing
Get
it.
it fixed.
So marriage has divine specification
That people
and
don't
once you
respect
go out of it,
anymore.
you will suffer breakdown. Now, I want to quickly say this, that
I think a lot of people are willing to sacrifice that 5 minutes enjoyment, 5 minutes fun, 5 minutes, oh, I'm doing this, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that, for everything else. Even though they know the truth.
what happened in Morocco will happen in Nigeria. So when you get addicted to a level of comfort, it's difficult to run away.
Yeah,
and
she
the
left. She
man
came
that was
back.
able to convince you to marry you at a certain age is always capable of convincing you to come back, especially when he is rich, powerful, and he has nothing to lose.
Does he even need to do much
don't be
conviction?
surprised if
They know why
Regina
they went in.
goes back to her matrimonial home, because it
I
is
don't
not
even think she left the
easy.
way.
It is not easy out there. It is not easy.
I don't even think he needs to do much conviction, because they already knew that there's going to be something. Maybe they just didn't know the level, because when you're looking at something from outside, it might look so nice, so glamorous, so beautiful, so everything. But when you're inside, that's why they said the person wearing the shoes is the person that knows where it hurts and where it pinches. So maybe they were looking at it from outside. They're like, I'll be able to deal. I'll be able to deal. Getting in now witnessing what they're now witnessing, but they've already made up their mind that whatever. So it's just like initial gra. That's what we call it. Like you just get angry and then they leave, and then they, by the time they want to go for 1 or 2 gigs that they have, and they have to take
out there.
public transportation, they have to fly commercial flight, no private jet anymore. They're like, this is not it. Private, the comfort, flying private is different, totally different. Nothing like getting to the airport, flight delayed by 2 hours, 5 hours. You sit there in the airport like a crayfish, where then they drive for sun and then things like that. So it's quite different, absolutely.
It's the difference between June and July. I remain the area grandfather. We speak because we want the next generation not to make mistakes,
Area grandfather has spoken.
not to fall into the
Let us know what you
traps
think.
that this dispensation presents with glamour. There is no amount of plating, money, Instagram. This one you're seeing
Social
behind me
media.
here is not gold. It is gold plated. Polygamy can never be marketed as gold.
At
Dr.
all.
Charles Apoki is still my name. If you are angry with me, now you sabi. Marry be like pepper soup. Go inside. You go cook and you go drink. If you pepper, you be there. I have a webinar coming up on the 15th and on the 16th of March.
Okay, so that's it. Let's end that there, talking about webinar and what he's going to be doing. This was Dr. Apoki, Charles Apoki, that was talking. This is what he had to say, what you just listened to, trying to advise the young ones that are coming behind not to, be so attached to flashing screaming. Well, how do they sing that song? Bentley, and people will tell you they rather cry on a Bentley than on a kabu kabu. But sometimes they cry and I go still be cried. You understand? Because he go still they prepare you for body last. But do I really think that Regina has moved on? I feel like there's something going on, but I don't think that Regina Daniels has actually moved on. Now, rounding this up, Regina Daniels made a post where she's really hyping her mom, praising her mom, like, yay, I'm like, She referred to her mom as her God on earth. Let's see, Regina. Let me open this and we'll use that to round up. It's 47 minutes. I don't want this live streams to be too long. Okay, so Regina Daniels posted a photo. Remember, people had posted, there's something I saw on the blog, about on one blog actually, so I feel like there's no truth to that story, where they said Regina Daniels' mom was saying if anything happens to her daughter, Nwoko should be held responsible. But going to Regina Daniels' mother's page, I did not find any post like that. Just funny video she did where she was speaking Yoruba, things like that. I saw those are like some of her last posts that she made. Regina has not made any official statement, so I don't think the mother will come out making such a strong statement, because if you say something like that if anything happens to your child, somebody should be held, but the husband should be held responsible. People are going to ask questions, what is going on, and you need to explain so people really know if something does happen to your child, they will most definitely hold the husband responsible. So yeah, we're still looking to see if there's anything, but I doubt, because even Regina is yet to speak. And with Ned's weight, it won't be easy. Look at Senator Natasha that came out and spoke about sexual harassment. Look at what some women on national TV are saying. Very embarrassing nonsense that they're spewing there, including men. So somebody like Regina, if something is going on, I believe she's just going to battle it quietly, secretly, and just quietly move on. And I mean move on, not like move on from him, but she will still return home. After the vex finish, she will go back house. But anyway, Regina Daniels posted this 6 hours ago. Let's use this to round up. She dressed in the native. I really love this, her native. When Regina Daniels rocks native, it like celebrities are doing well, but Tonto DK, I feel like tops the chart when it comes to Nollywood actresses when they are wearing native. when Tonto Dike is wearing African print, like wearing native, I love the person that makes Tonto Dike's style. Like that stylist knows what to do. Like that person, that person is a good stylist, giving better styling. Regina Daniels too, since she became senator's wife, when she's wearing traditional, like native, she is nailing, her stylist is also nailing it. Her outfit, this one looks beautiful. This one is a bit mixed up with lace and, you know, nice, nice, nice. Her mom too wearing native, the both looking all good. I don't know if they were going for a wedding or something, but I get a traditional, I guess it's traditional event. This one that both of them are rocking native. So she posted this beautiful photo of herself and her mom, all dressed up in native, and she captioned it as "My God on Earth." And I'm like, yo, Regina, Regina. And she said, my guardian angel, my mother, my everything, my Arike, in my next world, I pray I remain your daughter so you can keep guiding me right, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, and moneyishly. And she laughed and tagged her mom. And I guess she said this because if you remember, now that people are kind of feeling like there is something going on between she and Ned, people are saying, you see what your mom have done. Some people are online actually dragging Regina Daniels' mom a little bit from her wig, saying that she was the one that led her daughter that was what, 19, 18, 20 years old to go and marry an ancestor. And now she's having issues that whatever pain that Regina Daniel is facing right now, the mother should know that she's responsible for it because she misled her daughter. So I think that's another thing that made Regina to make this post 16 hours ago to actually tell people to stay in your lane, okay? But some other people were able to argue that, well, no matter how young you people think Regina Daniels was, she was already above 18 when she got married to this man. So she knew what she was, even to an extent. Like her mother would not be able to force her. If she said no, the no will be no. But some persons want to argue that, well, you know, now blackmailing will now come in, emotional blackmail. You know, I suffered for you. And the fact that she single handedly raised Regina Daniels and her siblings. So people are saying now emotional blackmail will not come in where you'll be hearing, I'm your mom, I suffered for you people, I didn't eat under the rain, under the sun. Now, this that you do to elevate the family and help us, you cannot even do little sacrifice. I've sacrificed, I've done this, I've done that. But the arguments continue. Let us know what you think in the comment section. But Regina, that is just told everybody that stay in your lane, okay? Her mom should continue to advise her, guide her, because her mom did the right thing for her. Okay. She's not regretting anything. So that being said, 52 minutes. I'm going to round this up. I was thinking 30 minutes we'll be able to finish up. But when you're reacting, you have to react properly so you don't have issues with the content, that the person just released. So I think because we're pausing and talking and pausing and talking, it took us about 52 minutes to round up. So thank you so very much, and I'll see you all on the next one. Wanted to come in quickly, quickly, quickly to drop this gist for you people. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Turn on the bell notification. Join us to analyze. If you see any hot gist that you want us to come in here and discuss, drop it on my most recent video or on my most recent live stream. Let me know there's a hit gist, there's a hot, hot, hot gist that I've not seen, so we can come in and discuss it together. Thank you all so very much. God bless you. May your day be fruitful. Bye from my end, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody. Subscribe, oh, share, oh. Thank you.